live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this afternoon. We have a magnificent panel discussion today. They're going to come give us some amazing information as well as inspiration as we celebrate and give an original salute to the life and legacy of our brother, Minister Aaron Muhammad, who served in the captaincy, served in the military, a member of Omega Psi Phi, so much in played football, hop keto, so much to his legacy. But these brothers were with him in the early days, and they really have a great perspective of him and his family life and his soldier life and his activism. So we want to first of all start by giving you all the greetings of Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Thank you all very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come on with us. On behalf of myself, my family, and the viewing audience of the People's Podcast, we truly thank each panelist. We're going to start with Brother Vertis, who made a comment on a post that I made where he said Brother Aaron was the best man in his wedding. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. By all means, let us know some more. And then he invited some other brothers. But we want to go around. First of all, we're going to give everybody a chance to greet, to introduce you all self. Brother Vertis, if you could introduce yourself to everybody, please, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Brother Vertis Muhammad. I was in the Nation of Islam since I was the age of 16. I've been studying the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan ever since that time. So, yes, I'm Brother Vertis Muhammad, known also as the Master Drill Instructor.
Yes, sir.
Well. So I want to thank everybody and greet everybody. Assalamu alaikum.
Sir. And for you, Brother David, if you can introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, my name is Brother David. I was Brother David 2X in Jersey City. I met Brother Aaron. I think I came into the nation. I think I was like 24, 23, 24, somewhere around there. I'm now 56 years old, still living in Jersey City.
Okay.
Brother Aaron was definitely a inspiration to young brothers coming into the nation from the street. You know what I mean? And yeah, he definitely helped groom me as a young man coming from the hood. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Great. We come back to so many stories. Next, we have Brother Nasir.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Brother Nasir Muhammad. I came in the nation when I was 16 as well, in the city of Jersey City, New Jersey. And I'll be 51 or this end of this month, August 27th. So been quite a while, but me and Brother Aaron really got a chance to get acquainted with each other. He showed me how to, to strive to be a Muslim in the Nation of Islam. He was my first lieutenant.
Okay, great.
Under the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah. All right, now, Brother Ken. Yes, sir. Please introduce yourself to brothers, please, to us.
Assalamu alaikum. It's Brother Kenneth Muhammad.
Wa alaikum salam, Brother Kenneth.
Been in the nation, man. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How you feel, brother?
Excellent, brother. Good to see you, brother.
Fine, thank Allah, brother.
Yes, sir.
I've been in the nation since I was 21, 22. Came in, and Brother Aaron was my lieutenant at the time. I had an opportunity to work with Brother Aaron under and over, and I thank Allah much for him. He always was serious about the nation and being an FOI, and I had the opportunity to work with Brother Aaron shoulder to shoulder. We was shoveling and digging together, and so is Brother Vertis. So we had a good time. I was just talking to Brother Vertis about it just a little while ago, and I always told him that I don't know how we did some of the things we did, when we were coming up, but we did it. Allah was definitely with us, and Brother Aaron was definitely one of those leader of men that was really, really serious and understanding. And if you wasn't trying to better yourself, Brother Aaron really gave you attention. But when you was really trying to better yourself, he gave you his undivided
Yes.
attention.
Yes, facts,
The
facts.
good thing about Brother Aaron is that he didn't mess with you if you wasn't trying to be, better yourself.
Mhm.
He didn't play. Brother Aaron did not play. And he understood men not only because he was in the nation, but he was in one of the biggest fraternities in America.
That's
Right.
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 And that helped him. That helped his
Leadership
dealing
skills.
with men. Yeah,
Yeah.
that all helped. That
Right. That's
organizational
right.
stuff helped him.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take up too much time, brother, but
Mhm.
Brother Aaron was definitely a motivator to me. He was definitely taught me the security side of the nation.
Mhm.
That side was very important to
Yeah.
know, and because that's what we did.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and it helped me when I became the captain. All of that stuff helped me, in my growth and development in the nation. And I thank a lot much for knowing Brother Aaron. He was definitely a motivator and definitely someone that inspired me to do better with myself.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay, Rick Camp, praise be to Allah. Wonderful. You all giving me some great notes.
Mhm.
For you, Brother Vertis, sir, what made you bond with Brother Aaron?
Well, first I want to say I want to give condolences to his wife, Sister Willie, to his ex-wife, Sister Taria, his daughters and his sons. My condolences go out to his family, and may Allah continue to strengthen them and guide them and keep them in our brother's
Yes.
absence. You know,
Yes.
yeah. So, but what made me connect with Brother Aaron is some of what Brother Kenneth was saying, is that he was a no nonsense type of brother, and I was the same way. So I respected his truth because he gave it to you. Um,
Yep.
it was when he give you truth, he would give it to you unsugarcoated, but it was still something that you were able to swallow when he
Yep.
when he was able to give you some truths. So as Brother Kenneth saying, when you aren't getting yourself together, Brother Aaron was the type of person he not messing with you. Meaning to me was that if you're going to be around, he was going to apply pressure on you if you
That's
wasn't
right.
getting yourself together. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
Right.
So when you would slack, or I would say when I would slack, and he'd get on me, it was uh, something that I respected, and I
That's right.
think that a few of those getting disciplined on kind of pulled me a little closer to him.
Yeah, man.
As I started to accept his disciplinary skill,
Yep.
as I started
Mm.
accepting and didn't fight it.
That's right.
Yeah, I see, when someone is trying to help you instead of hurting you. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
So that
Yes,
that
sir.
that that made me closer to him, and I started just opening up a little more because I was a hard nut to crack coming from the street, you know. And so being in the street, you don't really trust too many people, and you don't open up to too many people. But coming in the nation, you have to get to a point where you have to open up to be taught and trained. And the type of brother that Brother Aaron was,
Right.
when you open yourself to be taught and trained by him, he definitely going to make you strong. So yeah, that's what made me connect with my brother.
Yes,
Beautiful.
sir.
Praise be to Allah. And we got so many comments, people showing love around the world. Walaikum
Wow.
salam, Minister Jamil says, what a wonderful brother, great man in our nation. Walaikum salam, Sister Miriam. Walaikum
Uh-huh.
salam, Brother Michael out of Mosque number 80.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Walaikum salam, Sister Naima. Thank you very much. People, Miles Langston and brother, my Uncle Minister Jamil says Newark, New Jersey, Jersey City, Plainfield. Salute to
Uh-huh.
everybody who's showing love.
No doubt.
Okay. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, Brother Dave, what
Yes,
made
sir.
you bond with Brother Aaron, sir?
What made me find Brother Aaron is just as the other brothers mentioned, far as his discipline and strictness, he also had a side of compassion.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the compassion is what brought me closer to him, because if you had any issues far as your personal life, Brother Ammer was that dude that would actually sit and listen to you, look you right in your eyes, and actually hear you out with your personal issues. You know what I mean? And that's what made me grow closer to him. So as a young man at 14, 15 years old, my first child was born at 15.
Yeah.
So me coming into the nation at 20 something years old, I didn't have that father figure. My father was in my life, but was not in my life. And I think a lot of us have those stories.
Yeah.
My father was there, wasn't there. You understand?
Right.
And I think Brother Aaron was more a father figure to me in the nation, because he was that one that listened, that one that pointed his finger. You should do this, Brother Dave. What you think about this? Not that he would like, tell me what to do. You know, he would pull that out of me. Like, you know what I mean? He would somehow pull that out of me, because Brother Aaron had, I think he had a lot of psychological, therapeutic training or something, because he was a teacher as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now that I look back,
That's
he
right.
was a teacher, and he, like Brother Ken mentioned, he was in a fraternity or whatever the case may be. That made him more brotherhood ready. You understand?
Yeah.
And I felt that in him. That's what made me kind of connect with him a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No doubt.
Beautiful. Okay, all praise. Y'all give it great. People showing love all around the world. Brother Audio Nasur says, shout out from Muhammad Mas number 6. Assalamu alaikum salam. Brother Hamza, alaikum salam. Thank you for enjoying the panelists. Please extend the greetings to your grandmother. Let her know we love her. Brother Nasir, what made you close with Brother Aaron?
Well, I was close to Brother Aaron. It started with me where I was still in high school. And the brother, like Brother David, Brother Vertus, and Brother Ken said, he had a very strict side, who was very compassionate, as Brother David said too. And he walked with me at that young age. And, it's times I didn't want to go to school, or I'm going to miss class. And he said, brother, I was known as Brother Eric 2X at the time. And he said, Brother Eric, you got to go to school, brother. You got to, you come to the mosque, but you got to go to school.
That's real.
The brother used to pick us up. It'd be me, Brother Vertus, Brother Lorenzo, and Brother David. But anyway, we'd be in the car, and he said, "What's Lost File Muslim lesson number such? Where's General number 5?
Yes, sir.
7? What's the aims of Islam, brother?" And if you didn't know it, you got 200 push-ups coming at
That's right. That's right.
when you get to the mosque. But the brother was very, very deeply spiritual, and I believe that sorority had a lot to do with it, along with the side of him being trained in the nation.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, can I add on to that?
Islam. And I actually had the chance to speak with him about maybe a year ago we at the National House, because I live kind of close to the National House. And it was a brother here. Go ahead.
You going in and out, brother.
Can you hear me?
Your Wi-Fi's
going in and out. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it was a brother here by the name of Rudy. And he was talking to him, Brother Aaron, about, I don't want to say it was last year sometime. And I heard the name, and I said, Brother Aaron. So he said, yeah, brother. He said, I'm from New York, from Queens. And I said, yes, sir. I said, oh, praise due to Allah. So he could let me get on the phone with Brother Aaron, and we talked, man. And we talked for about maybe 45 minutes. And we got a chance to, catch up on some things. And he told me he was moved to Albany, Georgia. And then I called him back about 2 weeks later, and we talked for a little bit. And he said, yeah, brother, I'm coming back I go back and forth from Jersey to Albany, Georgia. And he still was doing his schooling. So, he was committed to that too. And so all praise due to Allah. We got a chance to, have some closure.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Yes, sir. Now, Brother Ken, it's your turn, sir. Can you let us know what made you all so close as brothers?
Oh, man. I think, I knew Brother Aaron when my uncle was the captain of Mosque 25, Brother Captain Theodore. And he was his captain, and I lived with Brother Theodore, Brother Captain, before I joined the nation. So I used to hear of about Brother Aaron, and it was always, the challenging aspect that my uncle always talked about with Brother Aaron, in a good way. It was challenging, though,
Yes,
he was a challenge. And my uncle did talk about, so when I came into the nation, the only person that I knew between Brother Lawrence, because Brother Lawrence came and picked up my uncle all the time, and I knew of Brother Aaron, and that's who I wanted to know. Who was Brother Aaron? So when I came to the mosque that day, and what brought me to him and connected me with Brother Aaron, I came to the mosque and I asked one of the brothers that was sitting next to me, I said, "Who is Brother Aaron?" And he was like, "That guy right there." And Brother Aaron was on front rostrum standing there at that time. And I was like, wow, that's Brother Aaron. he just appealed to me as a military. And that's what got me into the nation more, was the military aspect of it. And Brother Aaron taught me and I latched on to him on that, because he taught me the security and the check and just the whole point of being an officer and just a soldier. That's what Brother Aaron connected with me with being a soldier. That was more. I wanted to know more and more. I started reading books about military offense and reading Sun Tzu, and he got you to just go deep in it, man. And that's what I did. And I was with Brother Aaron probably, man, every day. We were together every day. Every day. That's all I had known at that time in the early 90s was Brother Aaron, Brother Vertus, Brother Paul, Brother Majid. We was together all the time. It was an unbelievable brotherhood and traveling, and it just was amazing to know Brother Aaron, and he helped me with my growth and development, like I said, a lot, because it helped me when I became the captain, and all of that stuff that, the challenging and the discipline and all of that stuff helped out with my growth and development later on. But the military aspect is what got me closer to Brother Aaron, because he knew about that. He knew about the check procedures, the security, your general orders. He was on point. He was on point. And he made you, and you couldn't be around him if you wasn't on point. You couldn't be around him. It was tough, because he constantly challenged everything you did in regards to being an FOI. He challenged you on it. And if you wasn't on point, you couldn't be around him. But after a while, it was intimidating. But once you begin to realize that this is it, man, this is how you're supposed to be, then it didn't become challenging anymore. Discipline became a habit. And that's what
and you was happy, that he stayed on your ass. I can say that.
Definitely.
He used to say too.
We can't see you, Brother Dave. Brother Dave, we can't see you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on for a minute. He used to say, hold on for a minute. He used to say, I'm gonna keep my foot in your ass in a nice way. You know what I mean? In a nice way. If you're not on this or on that, I'm gonna keep my foot in your ass. You know what I mean? And he was dead serious about that.
That's right.
Dead serious about that, bro. And because I was around him in the early years of trying to build Jersey City up, as far as having a study group and all that good stuff, you know what I mean? We ran real hard in the early years. I think I was probably with him in the more early years than these brothers here. I studied him a little, and I noticed when Brother Aaron got upset, you would know that he's upset when his nose spread.
Mm.
If that brother nose spread,
Yes, sir.
you know for a fact that brother Aaron is feeling it.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? You know,
Yes,
we have a
sir.
meeting or whatever, and you know, call a meeting in Jersey City, and we stand in ring.
Yeah.
So that brother nose spread, his jaws crushed down. You can
Tighten
see
up. Yeah.
the knots come on the side.
Yeah. See
You
them
know, you know,
there.
he's a little upset. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But not upset to where he's gonna, make you feel bad about
Right.
anything, but
Right.
make you feel, like
It,
like I said, challenging
it was
you to do
it was
better.
disappointment. It was
Right.
disappointment of
Right.
him.
Because I
He was-
know you can
Right.
do better than this.
Right.
I mean, for
Yes,
instance,
sir.
the little thing like, brother, what's going on with your bow tie, bro?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Your bow tie looking all
Everything.
raggedy, a little dirty. You know, he's gonna
Everything,
question
brother.
you on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Track
Right.
I can
ankle
remember,
shirt.
yeah, he's gonna challenge you in front of everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can
Right.
say,
Right.
you know what, that's not gonna happen again.
Right.
That's why you had to
Exactly.
be right.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's why you had to be right.
I
You
can
had to be
remember
right.
a few times where we went jogging and things like that, and sometimes he'll lead the jogging things or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, he was just an all around teacher, brother. I mean,
Yeah.
like he was an educator. He had his
Yeah.
degree and
Yeah.
all that in education.
That's
You know what I
real.
mean?
Yeah.
And he was always looking for us to be better and do better as men.
Yeah.
I can remember when I had a flat top coming in the nation.
Mm.
All right, I had a flat top. I'm a barber, so my flat
Mhm.
top meant everything to me. You know, I didn't get rid of that flat top to about almost a year some change, maybe 2 years. So brother Aaron said to me, brother David, come on, brother, with the flat top, brother. I said, yo, man, it's my thing, man. And I'm seeing everybody with the waves and the part and all that. You know what I mean? I just didn't get rid of that flat top.
Yeah.
Brother Aaron said, come on, brother, we gotta do better than that,
Yeah.
brother. You've been around for a while now, brother. You know what I mean? You see the examples.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the next week or two, man, my shit was waved up, parting it, and I felt good about that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I felt
Mhm.
good about that. 'Cause I didn't want to give it up, bro.
That's right.
Where?
Yeah.
Boom. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah. That was the thing. Come
Yeah, so
on,
that,
bruh.
yeah, I can
Come
remember
on,
that, man.
bruh.
I appreciate that, brother. I'm pushing that, you know what I mean? Because if
Yes.
he wouldn't have did that, I probably would have never did. They love everybody would
Right.
be like, what's up, this brother? He's sharp now, but why you got a flat top?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'm coming back to you, brother Burtis. Some of you in the comments are sending love to the panels, thanking you all. Walaikum salam, brother Dad Shabazz. Walaikum salam, dear family. Walaikum salam, Native American readings, and all the people who are watching around the world.
That's what's
Brother Dave, could you clarify what type of haircut was it? Was this like the Bobby Brown with the Gumby? Was this the Kid and Play? What's that? How tall are we talking about?
This was straight Kid and Play, but
Kid and Play.
shorter.
Okay,
It
okay.
wasn't that long, but it was shorter. You know what
Yes,
I mean?
sir. Yeah, straight up box. That's real.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
sir.
the crazy part, I had waves on the side of it though. I was
Okay.
trying to get there, but I had waves going around. So I'm figuring I'm in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Not quite.
Okay, brother Burtis, you referred to brother Aaron as the defender.
Yeah.
Can you explain to why you call him that and how you being on the cover of the paper and all of that? Can you let us know about that?
Yes, sir. Yeah. If you look at old pictures of the early days, I ain't gonna say early days, but our early days, which is the late '80s, early '90s, and you look at pictures of us in Newark, you would see us in the picture, but brother Aaron would always be in the back of the picture as like
The
it just
overseer.
yeah, like an overseer, a
Yep.
protector.
A
You know what I
protector.
mean?
Yep.
It just looked like that to me in all of the pictures that we would take back in the day. And one of the main things that made me look at him as a defender is well, brother David is my blood brother and my
Okay.
oldest brother, and he actually brought me in the Nation of Islam. And
Beautiful.
when I came in, I was in orientation, and I remember being on the block with my friends, and a commotion was going on the other, like in the middle of the city, somewhere maybe about 10 blocks away from where we were. And the police was involved. They were assaulting some of the young brothers that was in the community. And I don't know if you was there, Brother Dave. Was you there that
Yeah, I
day?
was around. I was
Yeah.
around. I was
Right.
in the
So
paper too on my flat top.
okay. Yeah, but Brother Aaron got into an altercation with the police in the defense of a few young brothers that was in the community that the police was assaulting. So in that defense, Brother Aaron inserted himself into the battle, fighting with the police officers. You know, he knew martial arts, and so he did his thing. He beat down a couple of them police officers until
Yeah,
they all had to jump on him and restrain him.
right.
But in that, there was a paper, or there is a paper in Jersey City called the Jersey Journal. And someone took a clear shot of Brother Aaron with his hands behind his back after being handcuffed. He had blood streaming down his head, yelling Allahu Akbar. That
Yes,
that
sir.
was that was the caption of the front page of that paper, with him yelling the words Allahu Akbar, God is the greatest, after defending young brothers in the community. You know, so that made me look at that brother, especially as coming in the Nation of Islam in orientation as a defender of our people. You know, yeah. So that's
Yeah,
one of the main
no
things.
talk.
You know, and on top of that, I say that because we were young in the nation and we were on fire,
Yes, sir.
and anything, anybody that was disrespectful to us and the minister, or I should say the minister and us, we did not play no games.
Real talk.
You know, uh, Brother Aaron, yes, we know him. Some of us know him today as the minister, but remember, before he was that, he, he
He
was a
was a
squad
soldier.
leader. He was a soldier.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And prior to him being in the nation, he used to tell us he was a bully. You know what I mean? So he wasn't no slouch. He even
Right.
said in the when you were interviewing him that when he was young he was aggressive.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yes,
so
sir.
his mom had to put him in martial arts because he was aggressive. So
Right.
with the martial arts and with him being in the nation and the fraternity, I it definitely helped him in his discipline and self control with that. But when it was time to get down, it,
Yes.
it, it he it was nothing to him.
It was, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I remember. I'm gonna give two occasions. I remember me and Brother Aaron, we used to go do social stuff a lot. We used to go skating. We used to go to the movies all the time. And one time we was in the movie theater, and so we in the theater, and somebody starts in the front of us start smoking a cigarette. So and then at that time there was no smoking in the I think they had just banned, if I'm not mistaken, smoking in the theater. So a guy and his girlfriend, they in the theater smoking. People starts complaining, and we trying to just go ahead and enjoy the movie and not even paying attention to it, but we actually like right behind him, you know. So people complaining, and I'm looking at the movie. Brother Aaron ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Just let the man smoke. Let's enjoy the movie. And so after a few minutes, Brother Aaron just stood, leaned forward and kind of whispered in my man, hey, my man, it ain't no smoking in the theater. So guy, he ignored him, turned around, ignored him. A few minutes later, Brother Aaron just slapped him in the back side of the head. Bah! My man, I said there's no smoking in the theater. So, so now it's on. So he stands up, we both stand up. I slap him. Bah! Soon as I slap, his face goes that way. Aaron slaps him, make his face go the other way. Get out of the theater, man. So now the people coming and they escort them out the theater, and of course everybody in the theater clapping hands and thanking us for doing what we done. You know what I mean?
Praise be to Allah.
The defender comes to defense, just so people can look at a movie in peace. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know, another situation was, you know, the Samad and Jihad, the twins that are in North, the
Yes,
famous
sir.
twins in North.
Mhm.
When they were younger, first coming into the nation, they were hustlers. They were always hustlers and still are hustlers today. You know, and are great young men, you know, enjoying their careers
Mm,
and their families. But when they were younger, as teenagers, they were hustlers and they were selling different products. And one time, someone stole something from them, robbed them in the housing complex where they lived. So myself, brother Aaron, I think it was brother Altamon at the time, and I think another brother. It's probably about four of us that went up there just to question people in the complex about if anybody know who may have robbed our young brother.
mm,
And so we started talking to about 4 or 5 brothers that was in there, and you know I think at this time Bloods and Crips was just starting to get strong in Jersey, in the New Jersey area and in North.
mm,
Yep.
So these guys, I think they were Crips, and but we were unbeyond, but we didn't notice about
mm,
the gangs, you know, and that type of situation coming into North at the time. So we, brother Aaron, you know, being the taller brother, you know, just asking people. So we came amongst these brothers, and brother Aaron asked the brothers if anyone knew what might have taken place with the robbery of our young brother. And of course, 2 of them, you know, didn't take kind to being questioned about what goes on in their block, you know.
Yeah,
mm,
yeah, right.
So you know, we're suit and tie, and we're respectful. Brother Aaron was being very respectful, you know, with a smile on his face and everything, you know.
Yep.
And so the brother, or one of the brothers of the 2 that wasn't feeling us questioning them, that one brother started yelling real loud, like pacing, like a lion,
mm, mm,
and started you know roaring like ain't nobody coming up in the block, you know, questioning us on nothing that's going on up in here. You come
mm,
up in here questioning, you know, you ain't leaving up out of here.
mm,
You know what I mean? In that manner. So you know, we standing there. I'm ready now. Like it's about to go down. You know what I mean? So brother Aaron, real cool, calm about it, and just you know said with a smile on his face, like, bruh, calm down, bruh. He like, we not your enemy. He said, you think we came up here to fight? He said, it's just 4 of us. He said, we came to y'all here just asking. He said, it's just 4 of us. He said, brother, he said, if we came here to fight, he said, it'd be 100 of us in here. It
mm,
wouldn't just
mm,
be us 4. So just calm down. We didn't come here to fight. And that really calmed the situation down because the
Mm,
brother had to
mm,
see that
mm,
we was being respectful, but there was no fear in our heart as well. You
Right.
know.
mm, mm,
So that was a defender move because the 3 of us that was there didn't say anything.
mm,
Brother Aaron said all that needed to be said, and that was a defense move because no offense, offensive move was made on us just
Right.
based off of brother Aaron's
Yep.
defensive talk. You know what I
Wise
mean?
general.
So
Wise
yeah,
general.
wise general, man.
Yep.
Wise
Good
general.
talk.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Beautiful. Praise be
yes,
to
sir.
Allah. And thank you to everybody. It's not people watching Brother Blair X out of Canada. People are showing love from all around the world. Please let us know where you are watching from. Brother Nasir, we are
Yes,
seeing,
sir.
we're hearing stories and testimonies of the serious side of Brother Aaron. You know, he's a defender. Can you let us know some of the people also often talk about his joking side, like being
Mm.
funny or being kind. Can you let us know a story where he was not having the Super Bowl tie on and not in soldier mode?
Yes, sir. Well, it was
Ah,
Your Wi-Fi, brother Eric.
yeah, yeah, brother. I said we
Let's
can't
hear.
hear
Womp, 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 womp.
you. brother, I said we can't hear you, sir. It's okay. Okay, I'm mute you. I'm
Well,
mute.
let,
We'll come back to you. Brother Ken.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to mute brother Nasir because this brother's sound is completely.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
sound,
Okay.
sound like trying to get us from the mother plane.
Exactly. Exactly.
Trying to tune in from the mother plane.
Yes, sir. Brother Ken, can you
Yes,
let us
sir.
know some of the
You might have to mute brother Nasir.
I did. Okay, you got him. Here to go. He'll come back.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Brother Ken, can you let us
Yes,
know
sir.
a time where you saw Brother Aaron where he was just being joyful and funny?
Well, I remember we traveled to Savior's Day one year, and we drove, and Brother Paul had a Cadillac that he had one time, so we drove from Newark to Chicago, and on that journey, Brother Paul he drove a little bit, and then Brother Aaron, it was his time. He got behind the wheel, he drove a little bit, and so it was my turn to drive. Now I'm young FOI right now, and I'm riding with the
Big
OGs,
dog.
I guess, the
Yeah.
Yes,
soldiers,
sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
you
Yes,
know.
sir.
Yes, sir.
And happy now, don't get it twisted. I'm happy as hell to be with them. It was nice. But so it's my turn to drive now. And now I'm gonna say it's about maybe 2 in the morning, the wee hours of the morning, 1 in the morning, something like that. It's pouring down rain. So I'm driving now. I'm driving. So Brother Aaron, he's in the front seat with me, and he says, but Kenneth, you getting off? And I said, nah, I ain't getting off. He like, well, we about to get off this highway and go over this cliff if you don't get over. And I said, I can't see, man. I can't see.
Wow.
He said, pull over, brother. Pull over, man. Get in the back. Put me in the back. Get in the back. We're gonna put you in the trunk. Get in the back. He put me in the back. He said, we get to Chicago, Brother Kenneth, whatever Majid gotta do, wherever we going, you doing all the driving. And that's what I did. I drove the whole time, the whole week, every meeting Majid had to go to. Hey, Brother Kenneth, go ahead, get behind the wheel, brother. I had to do all the driving,
Yes,
but
sir.
he was on point with everything, man. That's the fun time we had.
Yes,
He
sir.
would tell us all the time, man. Listen, man, if you're gonna drive, make sure you can see.
Yes.
I said, man, I can't see nothing, man. It was pouring down raining. But
Yes.
brother put me in the back, and I had to drive the whole time in Chicago. But we
Yes,
had
sir.
a good time though. It was good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Beautiful.
sir.
Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir. Now, Brother Ken, you mentioned your uncle.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
yes, sir. What time period was he the captain? And let us know about him. I didn't know.
My uncle was Brother Theodore,
Mm-hmm.
and he was the captain in the mid 80s all the way up to the beginning of 91.
Right.
I think 90 or
Yeah.
91. And
Mm-hmm.
then Captain Majid became the captain after my uncle. Captain Majid was the secretary.
Right. Yeah.
When my uncle was the captain. And
Mm-hmm.
then Brother Captain Majid became Captain Majid in 91, 92.
Right.
And then after Captain Majid, Brother Aaron was the first officer around in 95 because Majid had went into, incarceration for whatever, the situation that he had at that time in the nation, all nation business, nothing illegal or anything like that.
That's right.
But Brother Aaron became the acting captain. And then after about 6 months later, I became the acting captain.
Okay.
After that, when brother Paul, he took on, and then he didn't take it, and brother Kadir asked me to be the captain in about 95, 96.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and that time I was the captain from 96 to 2001.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and we remain pound for pound
Hey, look, and he was
all
a
through
great,
the times.
captain, I might add. You know what I mean? Great
Yes,
young
sir.
captain, I might add.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So but all of that training, that being around Brother Aaron and Brother Paul and Brother Majid, that helped me in my, like I said, in my growth and development to maintain the blueprint, because there was a blueprint that we had in the mosque in Newark. and I, like I was explaining to Brother Vertus, you couldn't have whipped up a group of lieutenants to train men in the nation than Majid and Paul and Brother Aaron. They were,
that's real.
I mean, they were one of the best lieutenants and captains in the nation. And we prove it. It was proven.
That's real.
It was proven.
The work proved.
Not taking away nothing from the FOI across the country or the captains across the country, because I wasn't with them. I was with who I was with.
Yes, sir.
And through that growth and that development with those men, we were able to have a blueprint in the mosque. And everybody that came through the mosque went through that blueprint. That means even if you wasn't a lieutenant, you went through lieutenant's training class.
That's right.
Yeah. Or everything was on point where you were prepared to do and lead if you had to. If you had to go to another city, somewhere else, you were able to do it because you had a blueprint to go off of, to lead that city and go behind enemy lines to take control. That's what we were there to do, and that's our job, and that's what we were taught.
That's right.
And Brother Aaron was the perfect person to lead that, that mindset and that discipline for you to do it. And I, like I said, I just, always can remember Brother Aaron, and always would thank him for, what he gave me. And that was pure discipline.
Yes.
Able to conquer it and able to treat it and be able to keep it, because he was always on point. He challenged you, whatever you needed to do around the mosque, you was challenged. Even if it was just to sweep up garbage on the floor, you were challenged on sweeping. You know how you sweep, brother. You know how to mop, brother. Everything was a challenge. Everything was a challenge. I would salute. I remember one time I saluted Brother Aaron, right? And when I saluted him, now he's my senior officer, so your salute's supposed to come down last.
Yes, sir.
After your officer. So I saluted him, and mine came down first. And I don't know if Brother Vertus remember, but he called Brother Vertus over to us, and he said, Brother Vertus, he said, how would you greet your captain or your officer? So we saluted. Brother Vertus saluted Brother Aaron. They saluted. Brother Vertus' salute did not come down until after Brother Aaron's salute went down. And he asked me, he said, bro, I said, he saluted you, I saluted you. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. I said, wait, and I'm being, rebellious to Brother Aaron myself. I'm like, brother, I saluted you just like he did. What's the problem? You know what I mean? I said, you just messing with me again, brother. You gotta find something. He said, nah, brother. Then he broke it down, and I realized that, and that stuck with me. Stuff like that just stuck with me.
The little things.
The little stuff, and that helped in your growth and development because you begin to teach it. And when you see it, you begin to teach it. And that's how Brother Aaron was. He was somebody who give it to you, and you kept, and it stayed with you because it really got you, because you really was like, I didn't even see that.
Right.
And then, that came with being around Brother Aaron. So if you couldn't deal with that, then you would run away right away.
Yeah. That's right.
You would run away.
Yeah.
But if you could deal with that type of talk and that type of discipline and that type of being around a brother who's going to always challenge you, if you were looking for that, then you would stick around and you would stay. And then he would see, oh, okay, I challenged this brother.
Yeah.
He's still around. Yeah. So
that's real.
That's telling me a lot about his character. He could see that. And you know what? That teaching, again, is the blueprint. Because when I became the captain, I did the same thing. I challenged. I didn't give you a way out. Always investigated everything you said, everything you did. You couldn't BS me, just like you couldn't BS Brother Aaron. He saw right through that.
That's
So
real.
right through.
That's real.
I
Yeah.
thank a lot much for him again,
No
brother.
doubt.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
No
All
doubt.
praises to Allah. And thank you all. Thank all the panelists, people showing love. Walaikum
Yes, sir.
salam, everybody who's watching
Yes,
around
sir.
the world. We have a new panelist who just came on. We're going to come to you, sir. But I wanted to say that my father, Brother Sharif Muhammad, was getting a anniversary for his time in Atlanta, and this was Minister Brother Aaron was Minister Aaron, and he was saying a few words about him. It was like 2 minutes, and I never heard him. I didn't know Minister Aaron. I knew Serious.
Yes, sir.
That's all I knew. And in those
Yes,
few
sir.
moments that he spoke, he did so well and
Yeah.
explained it from a masculine, manhood, manhood training. But it was
Yes,
such
sir.
a spirit behind it of love. I really wish we could have recorded that, and some of
Wow.
I'm sure people did, to hear him I liked him in the ministry because it was from the military. So
Yeah. No
everybody
doubt.
who knows
Oh,
I'm a
man.
student and a product of Brother Burtis, the blueprint of a DI. So when I became
All
a
praises
DI,
to
this is
Allah.
all I know. This, what I'm saying?
Oh,
All
yeah.
I know is the
Oh,
DI,
yeah.
like this.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when I heard this Aaron teaching, I said, hold up, he talking like, okay,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
so I really enjoyed his
Oh,
representation
yeah.
of Rashford because I knew it was nothing but strength, and he wasn't yelling or nothing. You just
Right.
knew it was implied.
Yes.
It was
Yes.
Yeah.
implied when he would
Yeah.
say it was
Yeah.
implied strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the good word to use. He would always imply stuff, man.
That's
Yes,
right.
You know what I
sir.
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, that's real. That's
Yes.
real.
Yes,
All
sir.
praises
Yes,
to
And
Allah.
sir.
that's pulling it out of you. That's
That's
pulling it out
pulling
of
it
you.
out.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother Ronald, I wanted to ask you, sir. What can you
Peace,
give us
brother
one of your
Rob.
favorite memories with Brother Aaron, sir?
Assalamu alaikum to all the brothers, Brother
Walaikum
Dave,
salam,
Wow.
brother.
Sir.
I'm
Brother
like,
Yeah.
Curtis.
Yes, sir.
Um,
like,
y'all said so much about Brother Aaron. Um, I mean, I'm speechless, but I just want to say a few words. Like, I worked with Brother Aaron in the school system,
Mm.
and we used to be both substitute teachers. And Brother Aaron was always sharp. He reminded me so much like a walking Malcolm X.
Every day.
right.
Every day.
And
Yes,
I
sir.
mean, he was always sharp. Even when we would be in the hallway for security, waiting, till the kids transition, he'd be looking to his left. His head would always be on that
On
swivel
a
Mm.
swivel.
all the time,
Yes, sir.
Right.
But yeah, he was a beautiful brother, and I was just surprised to hear of his passing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
only thing I could just add on is, he just set a fine example.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he did.
He
Yes,
really
sir.
did.
All the
Yeah.
way around.
Yeah,
No
Yeah.
yeah,
doubt.
all the way around. Yep. Even when I used to see him dressed down like in a sweatsuit or something, he still was sharp. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? He was
Yes.
sharp.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
clean shaven, haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
beautiful brother.
That's right.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, great. We got one more question for each panelist. And first of all, thank you all again for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Thank you, bro.
Brother Ken has got something going on with his camera while he's driving.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Brother Burtis,
I'm here, bro.
Brother Burtis, we're gonna let you close this out. But I want to come
Okay.
to Brother Ken. We got to put you on the hot seat. Is it possible that we'll speak off air, but we got to bring you back on for a one-on-one interview to hear your history because I didn't know any of this. I was
Yeah.
young, so I
No
didn't
doubt.
Yes,
know.
sir.
That, that
Yes,
that's
sir.
why that's why I wanted to bring a few people on. As I knew it would bring about something else. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Oh, no problem, brother. Anytime, man.
Praise
Anytime.
be to Allah. Yes, sir. Brother Ken, could you let us know some closing remarks about our brother, Minister Aaron?
Oh yeah, I just like I said, I talked to Brother Aaron. We talked at least 2 or 3 times a month.
Mm.
In the past 5 years, probably talked a lot, and we did Zoom over the workouts. We did that a lot, and he walked me through his farm, and we talked about his chickens and his goats
Yeah.
and his eggs,
Wow.
and he
Yeah.
enjoyed all of that. And I used to tease him and say, "Brother, you from Jersey City, man? How you got chickens and you got farms now?" But he
Horses
enjoyed
running
it.
around.
He enjoyed it. He zoomed me and showed me his property, his lakes, his camps, what he wanted to do with the brotherhood, with coming to just having somewhere to come as a
Yeah.
camp,
Yeah.
fish and
Yeah.
stuff like that. We talked all about that, and he was just a good brother, man. Me and Brother Aaron was real close, and then we got split away, and then God brought us back together again. So it was a love and hate relationship at one point, but it was all love from the beginning. And I love Brother Aaron. He was a good brother. He challenged me to be great, and he challenged me to be somebody that, you know, stand up for righteousness.
Yeah.
That's what Brother Aaron gave you. He gave you that fight, that energy, that, you know, that don't shy away from the weak, protect the weak. You know, he was always in protecting the weak. You know, he didn't let you get bullied on. You know, he was that man, and that's what I liked about Brother Aaron. And again, like I said, I talked to him a month before his passing, and he was really sick. And I asked him, I said, "Are you all right?" I said, "You gonna be good?" He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be good. I'll be all right." And I said, "All right, I'm gonna hit you later." And 2 weeks later, I text him, and he texted me back right away. It was a quick response, and I said, "Oh man, he must be doing fine," because he gave me a thumbs up, and he thanked me for, you know, reaching out to him when he was, you know, sick and this, and it was cool. I said, "Oh, he all right. He's coming back." So then the next thing I know, he was gone, and that really touched me and really hurt me. But he was a good brother, man, and I think a lot much. We did a lot in the nation, and I definitely made a change. I can definitely say that I made a change in our city, and it was all because of Brother Aaron with his teaching and his discipline, and helped the nation a lot. And I thank a lot much for that.
Feel a lot. Yes, sir, Brother Dave.
Yes,
we
sir.
got put you on hot seat as well, brother. We got to speak off air because I got to get you for a one-on-one interview because we got
No
so
doubt.
many questions about you bringing in, you know, one of my mentors and the blueprint for being your blood brother. Brother Dave, can you let us know your closing remarks about brother?
Brother Aaron definitely was multi-talented, brother. I opened a barbershop in Jersey City, and Brother Aaron wanted to cut hair too. And I had opened two shops. Brother Aaron worked in one of my shops. And, you know, he was always trying to learn something and do something different and master it. That's one thing about him. Brother Aaron was so tall, right, to the point where his back would bother him when he cut hair. One day I walked in the shop, Brother Aaron was in almost a split position because he had to come down low. And he cut his hair just like that, almost in a split, bro. You know what I mean? With his legs wide open, getting it in. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's multi-talented, man, and he's definitely gonna be a loss, a big loss in the nation. You know, like Ken said, he showed me his farm and things of that nature. He always wanted to do a lot, and he was definitely in the mindset of nation building. He grasped that concept, concept of there's a wide field for the
Yes,
wide.
sir.
You know what I mean? Really believed it, and he went after it, bro. You know what I mean? Brother Aaron is a family man, and a great example as a father, a husband. You know, so I really admire the brother, and I always admired him. Just like Ken said, I spoke to him maybe, you know, I even showed Brother Vernon the text. What's good, bro? Just checking on you. You know what I mean? But 2, 3 months before that, when I heard the news that he was in hospice, this is what I heard. But I said, no, no, not Brother Aaron. This must be a rumor. You know what I mean? So when I called him a few times 2 or 3 months ago, he never answered. So in my mind, my heart was like, damn, it was hurt. You know what I mean? 'Cause that's like I said.
Yes, sir. It's like our brother, man. He was like our brother.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So, excuse me. So,
Yeah.
and then eventually I called and kept calling, and bro, he answered the phone. I was like, I knew it was a lie. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I'm like, brother Dave, what's up, brother? You know, we talked a little bit here and there. I said, yeah, bro, I'm hearing crazy stuff. He said, man, nah, bro. You know, they told me to put me up in there, man, I'm going home, bro.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
doing this thing home, bro. Just like that. He said, man, I'm coming back from this, bro. And I was so happy.
Yeah.
Mm.
It beats you a lot.
Just to hear his voice, man. And I was good after that, you know. So all praise due to Allah for his family, his wife, and he definitely gonna be missed, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, sir. And Brother Vertus, thank you again for bringing us all together and introducing us and keeping his legacy alive. You all, we're going to let you, Brother Vertus, close out, but I just wanted to say, on behalf of myself and my family, we thank you all for being so honest and helping us to get to know that side of him.
Yes,
I was a young, very young man, junior FOY, watching him growing up with you all from Newark, and we all knew Moss number 25 for being no nonsense, being very serious. But I knew Elite Feds and the Junior FOY of that time, Jalal and all of those. I didn't know, I just saw all of them. But as I became a grown man, and he was every detail that we held posts with. Every time I was around him, he would find me and say something motivational to me. So I love him. I love his family. He would find me, and I'm like, "Oh, my minister, how you doing?" He's like, "Brother, the way you train the brothers when you come to," and he was a coach. So I thank a lot for his coaching. I like to be coached and motivated. So I thank you for that. Robertus, your closing remarks, sir, for us.
Hey, Brother Bert, before you do that, one last thing real quick. One thing I could remember about Brother Aaron, and he told me one time, he said, Brother Bert, he said, Brother Dave, ain't no laughing, brother, no smiling. And every picture I seen him in, you ain't never see Brother Aaron really smile hard.
Wow.
Especially in his younger days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real. Yeah. Yeah, man. That was my brother. Like I said, that was my best friend and my best man, man, at my wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, of course, I have my oldest brother is Brother David. You know, and I could have had him as my best man, but he understood and allowed me to let Brother Aaron be my best man. You know, and that was my second marriage. I was married when I was younger at 18, and my brother David allowed my nephew to be my best man at that time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Brother Aaron in my second marriage was my best man because we were so close in Jersey City doing the mission, helping out people under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I was Brother Aaron's lieutenant. I was the squad leader first.
Yeah.
And once Brother Majid made me a lieutenant, I was the second lieutenant in Jersey City. And then eventually Brother Aaron was pulled over to Newark to help Brother Majid directly. And Brother Aaron left the leadership of Jersey City study group on myself. So with that, we was always together. He was always training me. Like I said, it wasn't just in the mission. It caused us to be friends to where I had to let the man be my best man. And I was with him when his wife now, Sister Willie, I remember, we would be out late soldiering with the Final Call newspaper, and she was a police officer, and she was on the beat at nighttime while we were out soldiering.
Okay.
And I remember me telling Brother Aaron, like, man, I think sis like you. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, after a few weeks, I think he shot his shot at Sister Willie, and it was history from there. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we were close, man. I was with him when he was with his ex-wife, Sister Taria, and stories with her. And I remember we used to go over their house for to break fast, man. And bro, and Sister Taria's bean soup, man, was the best. I ain't never tasted no bean soup like that. I don't think no bean soup taste like that right now, bro.
Real talk. Real
That was
talk.
the best bean
She
soup ever.
mastered that, bro.
Mastered that, man. But yeah, I miss those days when we used to go over his house and do those types of things, man. But he was just an all around big brother, father, husband. He was just an all around man, man.
Yeah.
He was the
Mhm.
epitome of manhood training. That's
Yeah.
real.
Yes,
Facts.
You know
sir.
what I mean? Yeah. So
Yes,
that's my
sir.
brother. I love him. I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah.
And I can hear him now saying, "Bro, I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
good, bro."
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So all praise due to Allah,
Mhm.
and I thank Allah for experience in life. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allah
Yes, sir.
Akbar.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
On
sir.
that positive note, we want to thank you all for coming on the People's Podcast. Thank you, everybody who was watching. This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off with People's Podcast. Assalamu alaikum, family.
Walaikum
Alaikum
salam. We
salam.
thank you, brother.
Salam.
Peace and
Thank
blessings.
Thank
you
you,
all.
brother
Thank you
Joshua.
all. Salute to all of you
Assalamu
all.
alaikum.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, thank you,
Peace and
brother.
blessings.